Hello, hello. Dan and Brian here.
Hello, hello. How's everybody doing?
Hey, Brian. How's everything in Florida?
So far, so good.
Excellent, excellent. Great to hear. Today, we're going to talk about staying calm, cool, and collected post-election. One of the main tenets we believe of successful investment management, financial planning is keeping your emotions and politics separate from your financial plan and definitely from your investments. Marcus Aurelius in Meditation, great Stoic, talked about that we don't control what other people do or what other people say, but we control how we react. Another thing that we talk about all the time is policy, not politics. The policies that the politicians make, we will talk about, and how do we maximize those for our own circumstance. So that's sort of the setting for the conversation. Brian, can you tell us about the conversation you recently had with one of our subscribers on sticking to policy, not politics, and keeping the emotion out of their plan and out of their investments?
Well, yeah, sure. I mean, that's the number one thing we tell people, regardless if it's an election year or not, is that you want to keep your emotions secondary and you want to be realistic and very pragmatic in looking at this stuff. And whether you were a fan of President Trump winning or not, Congress still makes the laws and they still have to be able to pass the laws. And as we've seen before, Congress, even though they may be on the same style of the aisle, I tell a lot of clients, they may not agree to the specific policies that they want. So while there's a lot of rhetoric, like you said, Dan, a lot of talking, a lot of back and forth, what you really want to see is what actually comes out of it before you make a decision, before you get emotionally drained that, oh, this is going to happen, that's going to happen. A lot of times the prognosticators, just like weather people, are wrong. So I want to keep it tepid, no pun intended, and just work on your plan and get ready for things at the end of the year, at the beginning of the year, and tax planning next year, because regardless, 2026 will be a very interesting year for taxes.
Excellent, Brian. Excellent. Yes. Everything is subject to change based upon new information. That has to be the key to new information. What we're talking with folks about is there's still 2 months left in the year. Worry about things you can control. Maybe don't worry about. Take action on things you can control. And so there are some opportunities in the remaining 2 months to reduce your taxes, to pick up some tax deductions. There are some perhaps tax credits that you're entitled to, but you have to act. Obviously, you have to have a plan for that as well. Another thing that we're seeing that you can control to lower costs on things, stop overpaying on certain things, is we've seen an across the board 25-30% increase in many markets on auto homeowners umbrella policies. So as your renewals come up, we're working with our strategic professionals to do market analysis. In some cases, though, the premiums are going up significantly. So what can you do? Big corporations self-insure the liabilities that they can handle. They hand off the rest to insurance companies. Act the same way. Maybe you don't need that $1 coverage anymore. Maybe you can go without a collision policy on an older car and end up saving money on these increases. So there's a couple things that we're talking about with folks. I think, Brian, do you have a comment here? I can see getting a wrap-up sign already on this one.
Yeah, no, I just be calm, and the plan should lead you. Just like we always say, don't let the tail wag the dog. You want to stay focused and what you're doing, and now may be a good time to look at what you're doing and reassess.
Excellent, excellent. Right. Your plan decides where your money should be invested. And your plan is, of course, based upon your goals and objectives. Two things you can do with money: spend it now or spend it later. So let's make a plan so you can do both. Your taxes, of course, your cash flow, and your employment situation. If your employment's very secure, that allows certain things to be done. If there's layoffs on the horizon that you can see, then we make adjustments to the plan. So hey, listen, you know what? I'm going to wrap it up here. If you could benefit, or someone near and dear, from a conversation about staying calm, cool, and collected, simply give us a call, 860-679-5255, or email Brian at WMGNA.com. Because here at WMGNA Tax Out Financial Solutions, we figure it out for you.